Alright, how you doing? This is Kenny with SoundDeluxe. We're going to be doing disassembly instructions on the 21 and up Bronco. We're doing our full kit on here, doors, floor. Today we're going to be discussing removing the interior so you can do our floor kit. So if you do not have electric seats and you have manual seats, step number one is going to be to disconnect the negative terminal on your battery, okay? So pretty simple, 10mm bolt, pull off the negative terminal, make sure it's disconnected, leave it like that. Here we are going to be removing the front door panel on the 21 Bronco to do the installation of our SoundSkins kit. You're going to use a 7mm tool to get that the 7 mils out right here. There's going to be one behind the door handle. You're going to use a pick tool or something like this. At the very, very top, there's an access spot where you can get to it and then remove this panel right here, like so. It's that little indentation right there. Once this panel's out, you'll see there'll be a 7mm right there behind there. And then to remove this door handle section, use a panel tool like this. Stick it in the front. You want to go into the front because the back has a keeper in it. So get it attached into the front right there. Once you get it popped out, it's very tight. So it'll come off like that. Again, it's very, very tight. There's going to be another 7mm right here. And then there's going to be another 7mm right there. And 2 more at the bottom in the front and 1 more at the bottom in the back right there, okay? So once those are all out, grab your panel tool again, stick it in the front corner, get a little bit of relief on it, so you get it underneath. Okay, once it's out, pop. Same here, pop all the clips all the way around, and then you'll go up with it. Once it's off, there's going to be some clips in here that you're going to want to release right here. So there's 2 small clips right here and right here. You're going to pinch those and that'll allow this whole assembly to come off. There's 1 wire plug that you're going to disconnect right here, and then you're going to disconnect the connector right there. Once that's all off, remove the vapor barrier, have the door panel off, prep your surface, and then you can go ahead and stick the kit, okay? And we're doing the door kit right now. So it's pretty simple. Once you get the door panel off, you're going to pull off the wire harness, which we already have it off. It's pretty simple. Just get a panel tool, pop these off, remove that plug right there, and then take off your vapor barrier. Once that's all set and ready to go, and if you haven't been off-roading or anything, it's nice and clean, you should be set. We always do recommend to wipe it down a little bit if you like. So this is going to be the kit right here. So we always like to start with peeling back the top. Allows you to tack it in place. Just like so. You want to peel it back far enough where you can have some holes so you can visually align it. Okay, so we'll align it to these holes right here. And this front clip area there. So it's just roughly tacked on. You want to flip it up, feed through your cables, and then start peeling down your backing just as so. So you can keep manipulating it up whatever you like. Just get all the backing off. Before you get to the very, very bottom, you want to feed this harness through this oval cut right here. This door panel needs to be pushed in this kit needs to be pushed in just a little bit, so the room's been compensated for that. So just make sure that you line up all the holes, like so, and then tack it down, okay? You can pull it back and realign it if you need to, just to get that hole perfect right there. And you should be all set. So once that's all tacked down and pushed in real good, you could just reverse the process and put the door panel right back on. How you doing? We're going to be doing the removal on the 21 full-size Bronco door panel in the rear right now. This is for the SoundSkins kit. First, you want to start off by removing this panel right here. It's extremely tight. I already have it popped off right now. So you're going to start in the front because there's a keeper in the back. So start in the front, go like that, work it out, and then you can see right here is a keeper in there, just like the front door panel. And then in the, behind the door handle right here, you're going to want to take your tool, and then there's a little recessed area at the top that you can put this in to release. That'll clip out right there. And again, there's a little spot right there. Allows you to get access to it. And then there's going to be a 7mm bolt there, 7mm here, here, and 2 at the bottom of the door panel. So once you have all those 7mm screws removed, I'm going to start by going into the front corner at the bottom. It's relieved, pop it out, work your way all around. And then once it's all out, you're going to lift up, and then you're going to release those clips that are right there. Same thing, you pinch down right here, this will come open, and then just pull straight out with it. This is really all you have to do to this door panel to get off. Once the door panel is off, you'll take your vapor barrier, remove it, prep the door, get your SoundSkins piece, stick it on there, and you're all good to go. All right, here we are doing our 21 Bronco kit. This is for the full-size Bronco. Got our rear door here. We already pulled off the vapor barrier, and this door panel does not have a wire harness or anything like that. So you're just gonna take your cable and have it ready to rock. Like we always do, we're gonna peel our backing back a little bit. Get it far enough back where it's exposed. You feed your cable through first, just like that, and then you'll get it lined up with your first hole there. Just do a light tap on that, and then your second hole here. Once it's all tacked down, then you're going to reach up from underneath, pull down the backing, and as you're applying, making sure that all the holes are lining up as you go along. Pretty simple kit to do. Once it's all done, tack down, grab your door panel, snap it back in, and put the hardware back together, and you're all set. We like to start with removing the bolts for the seats. They're going to be 13mm bolts in the front here on both sides. Slide the seat forward, then remove the back bolts. There's some little plastic cover plates that cover the top of the bolts in the front. It's going to need a T20 torque spit in order to remove those. Get those off, then that'll reveal the bolts for the seats themselves. Once all the bolts for the seats are out, you're going to disconnect the harness. It does have a security tab. It's red. You'll remove that security tab, slide it out of the way, then pinch the connector, and the connector will disconnect. At that time, you can pull the seat right out, okay? You're going to do the same thing for the passenger side. And then as far as the rear seats go, we'll get to those in a second. Let's go back to the interior here. So we have the center console. The whole console is going to need to be removed in order to install the kit, because you're going to have to lift up the carpeting to access the floor. So it's not too complicated, so don't be overwhelmed. The first thing you want to start with is removing this top piece right here. Okay, it unsnaps. You can see access right here in the seam area, so you want to pop it up here. Once it's popped up, then you'll remove this piece from underneath. The boot snaps downward. Once it's unsnapped, you'll be able to get this up and to a point where you can start unplugging your plugs. There's going to be plugs here for your high-low shifter. There's going to be plug for the USB as well. Once that piece is out, you'll look inside and you see a huge master plug. You're going to remove that plug also. It has a red safety on it as well, so you slide that back, then you'll disconnect it. Once that's out, there's going to be some 7mm bolts that are inside here holding the plastic keeper. It's a black piece that crosses over the top. You'll remove that piece completely out. Once that's out, you're going to have some bolts that are going to be in here on the side. So you have some side bolts down here and side bolts in the back. They're all 7mm for the whole console to be removed, okay? Once you have those out, there's one more piece that you're going to need to access. it's right down here. This piece right here, it just snaps off forward, and that'll allow you to get this piece out. So you need to pull this piece out first before this piece. So that should be fine. So now you're gonna have your console out, you'll have your front seats out, then you can move to the back seats. Back seats are pretty straightforward. You're gonna have some bolts that are going to be here that you're gonna remove there, and then some nuts that are in the center. That'll take your bottom brackets off. Then there's gonna be 18mm bolts that hold the bracketry for the seat and the seat belts, and then one T55 holding this corner that holds the seat belt right here, okay? So you'll have all those out. Once those are all out, you'll move to the back. Okay, so now that we have all the back seat bolts out in the front area, you're gonna remove to the cargo area, and you're gonna remove this section right here. It just snaps up. Once this section is out, there's some bolts right there that are 18s as well, holding down the rest of the back seats. The back seats come out in two parts, so try removing the small one first. Once that one's out, then tackle the big one. You may want to have a buddy or something like that help you do with that. So now you have all your seats out. Let's go back into the front. So now we're in the front section here. We're going to remove our door sill here. This one just unsnaps out, and then you're going to remove the door sill in the front as well. That's this one right here. Okay, once that's out, you're gonna, in order to remove the kick panel, there's a little removable panel right here where your foot would rest. You'll remove that panel out right there. Shine a line on it for you. So basically this panel right here, as you can see there's a break in the panel, you'll remove that out. That's where you're gonna use your extension and a 10mm, and you're gonna pull out those bolts that are in there. That'll allow this kick panel to be removed, okay? So then your kick panel will be out, your door sill will be out, and then it's time for the B pillar, which is this piece right here. It just unsnaps, it's pretty simple. That'll come out. Do that on both sides, and then you'll basically be ready to start manipulating the carpet kit to do your installation. To do that, we like folding it up from the back to the front and getting it completely folded up to the front right here. I recommend putting a cover or something like that over your dash, or a blanket or something like that, so you don't scratch or mar anything up. Carpet kit's up. Do our back section there. Once the back section is all laid down and everything, you'll put the carpet kit back down again, and then you'll start working the sides. So then you'll fold the sides up. You'll do the front floorboard, fold that back down, go to the passenger side, fold that up, and then do the front floorboard on the passenger side. Once that's all done and back together, lay your carpet kit back down again, and then just reverse the process. So it's not too bad. It may seem like a little bit of a daunting task because you're gonna have a bucket full of bolts, but just stay with it, and stay positive, and you guys will get it done. All right, so we're doing our installation on our Bronco, 21 Bronco, new body style. After you have your interior completely removed out, seats, back seat, center console, you're gonna roll your carpet padding up and kind of tuck it in how we have it right here. The easiest way to do it is to tuck it around the shifter like you see it right there. That'll allow full access to here. Make sure you prep the surface, make it nice and clean. Then you're gonna wanna start with this top edge right here. There's two wires that you're gonna wanna unplug from down here. They just need to be removed from their keepers on the body. So one here and one on that side as well. Once those are up and out of the way, then you're gonna start just like we do with all our kits. You're gonna wanna peel back a certain section of it. I would probably peel back to where this step down goes to right here at the bottom, not all the way. So peel it back to that section, have a buddy help you out if you can. And then you're gonna adhere this top edge. And as you adhere this top edge and work your way down, you wanna kind of tuck it into this crease, like so, okay? So if you peel back the backing too far, it's gonna be extremely difficult because it's gonna wanna start sticking down right away. So try to peel it back to where that crease is. If you want, you can mock it up, kind of like what we've done here, and already preset the crease in there. Then you can flip it up, peel it back, adhere it down just like that. Then you're gonna go to your section here, lift it up, and then peel the rest of it back all the way off, and just kind of work your way down. It's okay if the backing comes off in sections, it might make it a little bit easier. But tuck it into here, then when you get to this section here, tuck it into this gap right there, and then everything should line up as so. You can use this kind of cutout right here as a reference. These studs and holes as well as reference. So once that's all done and you got this piece installed, then you're gonna grab these pieces right here and do the same thing. Peel the backing off here, line it up to the edge so there's no gap, and then just work your way forward. Same on that side right there. This side doesn't need anything removed. This side right here, we like to just unplug these right here from here and here. That'll release that harness. No need to unplug it from the module itself. You can tuck that piece in there, lay it all down, and you're all good to go on that section. Once this is all laid down and stuck down real good, you're gonna release your carpet, fold it back over, and then you'll flip it up this way. So you lay it down, flip it up this way. That'll allow you to have access to the front footwell areas, driver side and passenger side. You do driver side first or passenger first, either way. And then just flip each end up, apply the material, put it back down. We'll show you a video on that right now. Here we are doing our installation on our SoundSkins kit in the 21 Bronco. This is the passenger side front floorboard. It's a pretty basic install right here. Once you have the carpet out and rolled up onto the side like you see it right here, you'll just peel it back, start in the very front. It's a little bit easier. Peel it back from underneath, stick it down, flip it up, peel back your backing, make sure everything's centered and everything like that. It's all stuck down and you're good to go. This is probably the simplest piece to install out of the whole kit. So I would start with the back, get to this point, then you're all good to go.